history is who we are. This is about understanding who you are at this particular moment, where you came from, and in essence, what makes you who you are. Because without those two elements, you cannot figure out where you're going.
Here in the public history program at State are very insistent that all public history students are thoroughly grounded in the methods and practices and scholarship of history. So, they're historians first.
Part of their requirements for the public history curriculum, students are required to do an internship of 150 hours, preferably at a national institution where they'll begin to network and gain practical skills for their own careers.
My practicum was at the Georgia Historical Society, working with processing collections and reference and in educational development.
My practicum was at Harpers Ferry National Historical Park, and I worked with the Visitor Services branch there developing tours.
I worked with the State Archives of North Carolina in their electronic records division, processing video files.
I did museum marketing research with my employer, Historic Yates Mill County Park.
One of the most consistent things that students ask for is this hands-on experience.
Since the 1970s, public history has really been preparing academically trained historians to go into historic sites, museums, historic preservation, other venues where they have a more direct impact on how history is being employed. In many ways, it's evolved so that we try to inspire audiences to act civically minded as a result of their interaction with that history, to find relevance in that history, and then take it into their own communities and act upon it.
The Khayrallah Program for Lebanese American Studies is dedicated to basically researching, documenting, and publicizing the history of the Lebanese American community, first in North Carolina, and then we hope to the rest of the United States. Since we are in a university setting, we decided that this would be, in essence, a lab for our public history students.
The first semester, I had students engage in research. They basically went about mining those archives for photographs, census data, newspaper clippings. All of the data that they mined, the history that they were able to locate and collect became a part of the film.
The second part of the project was an online archive that just went live in September. And the third part is an educational resource kit that we are providing for schools in North Carolina. And the last one, in terms of this pilot project anyway, is this museum exhibit that will be opening in February 2014 at the North Carolina Museum of History.
The Khayrallah Program just really served as a great example at State of a project that could really make connections to statewide institutions, but then also on a national scale to really get the word out about the work that we're doing, and then of course kind of increase the contribution that the department at State is making to the field of public history.
The relationship between the City of Raleigh Museum and the Public History Department of State is a marriage made in heaven. It is wonderful to have such a wonderful resource right down the street in the Public History program, and to be able to take these young students, bring them into a professional setting, and give them that professional experience.
We really believe that the students we produce, when they go out and work at, for example, the Raleigh City Museum, that they're not just curators and they're not just exhibit planners and designers, but they're actually manifesting historical narratives into the types of projects that they create. And we think that really contributes to the civic dialogue in our community and state.
Teaching public history here at State is smack in the sweet spot of the university. We're a land-grant university, and one of the historical missions of land-grant universities is to be public institutions serving the people.
History really is the foundation of our civic purpose as citizens. I think there's nothing more crucial than to inspire people to recognize the past and see how it's relevant to their presence and future.